There are three gods mentioned in Gita chapter 15, verses 16-17. Who are these three lords? After taking refuge in which god birth and death can be ended? Who is the best god among the three lords? What is he like? What is his name? To unravel all these mystical secrets, must listen the nectar words of Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi, Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, based on the holy scriptures of all religions.
In Shiv Purana it is written, you Brahma and Vishnu are not gods. You have considered yourself gods. Pious souls, the episode which was going on was that our religious leaders, Shankaracharyas, Acharyas, from Satyug till today, these Brahmans means great sages and rishis do not have spiritual knowledge. They tell that Vishnuji, Shankarji and Brahmaji are gods. They tell them lords. These are not gods. This is evident in Puranas. I will clear the concept. This is pious Shiv MahaPurana. Pious souls, once Shri Brahmaji and Shri Vishnuji fought. On what reason did the fight take place? Brahmaji says to Vishnuji that I am your father, I am your creator. Vishnuji says that I am your father, I am your creator. On this, they both fought. To finish their fight, their father, this Brahm, Kshar Purush, stood a pillar in between them, a ling, huge pillar, radiant. They stopped fighting and started finding its end. Then Kal appeared there in Shivji's form. This is how he deceives. He has taken a vow that I will never appear in my original Kal form in front of anyone. What is his Kal form? Gita Ji chapter number 11 verse number 47-48, he says, Arjun, see, this is my Kal form, huge form, and it cannot be attained neither with the methods mentioned in Vedas, nor by jap tap, nor by sacrifices, by no means. It can be attained. I have done this favor on you. No one has seen this before you, and further no one will be able to see this. In Gita Ji chapter number 7 verse number 24-25, he says that these foolish people, vyaktam vyaktim apanam manyante. To me, the unmanifested, I remain hidden with my yoga powers, having incarnated in human form. These foolish people might be considering me Krishna. I'm not Krishna. He remains hidden like this. How does he deceive? By sometimes acquiring Vishnu form, he appears to someone, to the sage or the seeker. Then the seeker glorifies Vishnuji that you are omnipotent. During meditation, I had your vision. You have kept yourself hidden. Like this, if any seeker is worshipping Brahmaji, then he appears to him in Brahma form. He says Brahmaji is almighty. He has kept himself hidden, and he appears to some in God Shankar's form. Then they say God Shankar is supreme. In this way, this confusion has been created by this Kal god. And based on this, Shri Brahmaji, Shri Vishnuji had a confusion that I am the sustainer. Brahmaji says that I am the creator. Vishnuji believes you have originated from my navel. Brahmaji says that I am the creator of the entire universe. I am father of all. When both of them fought, then he came and stood near them. And what does he say to them? You have considered yourself Ish, God, out of ignorance. You are not God. I will show you. Look, Shri Shiv MahaPurana with Hindi translation, part 1. This is Shiv MahaPurana. Who is the writer? Vidya Varidhi Pandit Jwala Prasad Ji Mishra with Hindi translation. Khemraj Shri Krishnadas Prakashan, Mumbai. This is Shiv MahaPurana. We will go to Vidveshwar Samhita. This is Vidveshwar Samhita, page number 11. First, we will come to 11th page. Look at this. This is the 11th page, Vidveshwar Samhita, Shiv MahaPurana, chapter 6. Here, Nandi Keshwar said, means that Nandi, ox of Lord Shiva, is telling, Nandikeshwar said, O Yogendra, once Lord Vishnu was sleeping on his snake bed, was joined by Garud and other counselors along with Lakshmi. At that time, the superior amongst the sages, Brahmaji, came there on his wish. He asked lotus-eyed Vishnuji, who was sleeping on the beautiful bed, Who are you? Like an arrogant person, you are sleeping, seeing me. Son, get up. See, I, your Lord, has come. Seeing Lord, Guru's arrival, those who are in pride, atonement is appropriate of that foolish. Hearing this, Vishnuji became angry from inside but did not reveal, but remained quiet from outside and said, O son, Brahma. Vishnuji said to Brahmaji, O Vats, may you be blessed. Sit on this seat. Why are your eyes crooked and face curved at this time? Brahmaji said, O son Vishnu, due to the effect of the time you have pride, O son, I am your savior and father of the entire universe. Vishnuji said, the entire universe resides in me. Like a thief, why do you say that to be yours? You are born from my navel. Therefore, you are my son. Both fought. We will not read much. We come further. They started fighting with each other. The deities started showering the flowers. Wow, you chop and die. These are the qualities of our deities. Look, we are reading on page 11 only. We have come below. See here. Vidveshwar Samhita, I am superior. I am the Lord, saying this, and with the intention to kill, they started fighting. All the deities came in aircrafts to witness that great battle and started showering flowers on them from the sky. Wow, deities. These are our deities. If two brothers get into a fight, then a gentleman intervenes and separates both so that they may not die fighting, and these deities are showering flowers that you die fighting, be finished. These histories we used to read now. This Kal, their father, arrived in between both and he stood a pillar, a highly radiant pillar. They started finding its end. They did not find anything. Then Brahmaji lied, the story you had been listening to. Now he appeared in between them. Now what advice does he give to them? That you are not God. You have considered yourself to be God. Look at this. We have come on the 17th page of Shiv Puran, Vidveshwar Samhita, part 1, chapter 9. Here, Nandikeshwar again said, in this way when both of them relaxed, then God said to those two, Brahma and Vishnu, what did he say? By doing a favor, to remove their ignorance and enmity, he told to both of them that I have distinct two forms. But there is no other God, therefore he cannot have two forms. First the pillar form and later the embodiment form he has acquired. The Brahma form is unproductive and divine form has qualities. Both these forms of mine are proven and of no one else. What did he say to them? Due to this reason, God cannot be attained to both of you and to others. You, Brahma and Vishnu, out of ignorance, you have considered yourself God, believed you are God. This is quite amazing. This is wrong. That happened to remove that I have come in the battlefield. Now you repel your arrogance and concentrate on me, who is God. With my grace, all regions illuminate. He says that being the enhancer of the world, I am Brahma. Further, I will show you. On page number 18, look first. We will see this in chapter number 10, and here we will come. O sons, to Brahma and Vishnu, he is saying, their father, this Brahma, this Kal form Brahma, Kshar Purush. O sons, this post you have obtained out of worship, which is called creation of universe and preservation. To Vishnu and Brahmaji, their father, this Kal is saying that this power that you have obtained from worship or penance, which is called creation and preservation of universe, which I have provided to you after I was pleased. In the same way, I have provided two other powers to Rudra and Mahesh, but none is capable to achieve the superior power. Here, the servant wants to explain that two are these Brahman, Vishnu, and Rudra and Shiv, these two are separate. These are four and fifth is speaking. The fifth one who is speaking is their father. This is Ksharpurush. And there he stood in Shiv form near them. He works like this by deceiving. He does not make anyone familiar with his original form. Brahma and Vishnu considered him Lord Shiva. See further, what does he say? This Kal, who is addressing all four of them, he says that Omkar is my mantra. Look at this. We have come to the 19th page. We have read 18th. Vidveshwar Samhita, chapter 10 is going on. See here, with this reason, based on the accomplishments of that knowledge, chant Omkar mantra. This removes arrogance. Therefore, this original mantra is preached. This Omkar being produced from my mouth is my symptomatic form itself. This provides great benefits. He is the announcer, I am the voice. This mantra is my soul. With its chant, I am remembered. From the north mouth, Akar. From west mouth, Ukar. From south mouth, Makar. From east mouth, Dot. From middle mouth, Nad is created. In this way, this is produced in 5 forms. All these become one word, Om, after joined. The point is that this Om, one word mantra of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh's father, this is clear. Now we again come to Devi Puran. With this, what is proved? Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra and this Mahesh are not gods. Their father himself is saying that you are not God. Our Acharya, Shankaracharya and these Hindu religious leaders are fooling us till today by telling them as gods. They do not know ABC of Vedas and Gitas and Puranas. Pious souls, these fake leaders took unlawful advantage of our innocence. They have ruined us. The entire human community made us ghosts, and then they get them worshipped, carry out Shraddh, offer Pind. The worship that this servant will tell, with this no one will become ghost. Then no activity would be required for them. The topic was that since Satyug era till today, these Brahmans, means great sages and saints, had no knowledge. They tell them God to Vishnu and Shankarji and Brahmaji, and they are not God. This is proved that they are not God. They kept telling them as God, as Ish. The Brahmans of Satyug do not have any knowledge. Since Satyug till today, Brahmans do not have knowledge of Vedas. Look, this Srimad Devi Bhagavad is published from Gita Press, Gorakhpur. Editor is Hanuman Prasad Podar, Chamanlal Goswami. This has been published by Gita Press, Gorakhpur. We come to its 414th page. This is 414 page of concise Devi Bhagavad, 6th part. We will read from here. Janmejay asked, Mahabhag, what has been the nature of religion in each era? Kindly tell this entire subject in detail. Vyasji replied, King, in Satyug, Brahmins had complete knowledge of the Vedas. They used to worship Bhagavati Jagdambika continuously. They always used to long for the sight of Bhagavati. Every village should establish a temple of Shakti, means there should be a temple of Durga. They had this eagerness. Tell, these Brahmins of Satyug, were they scholars? Look at Vyasji's knowledge that the Brahmins of Satyug were great scholars of Vedas and used to worship Durga. It's our misfortune that we had such acharyas. Durga says, worship that Brahma. Om is his mantra, nothing else, and abandon everything else. So since Satyug till today, these Brahmins, were they familiar with Vedas and Gita and Puranas? They destroyed their own worship, their own life together. With that, they have ruined the life of their followers. Now this was regarding the Brahmins of Satyug. Now the information regarding the Brahmins of Kalyug era who are present, Shankaracharya and Acharyas. These are Brahmins in Brahman clan. Look, the same 6th chapter is going on. We are reading on page 414. This we have read. Now we have come here. Vyas ji is saying that similar religious situation was in Treta era, but some deterioration happened. The situation which was in Satyug that deteriorated further in Dwapar. King, in those ancient times, those who were considered to be demons are believed to be the Brahmans in Kali. Kali means Kaliyug. In Kaliyug, they are believed to be Brahmans. Because present Brahmans are eager for hypocrisy, to cheat others, to lie, and avoiding Vedic rituals has become the nature of Kaliyugi Brahmans. By souls, this is the history of our Hindu religion's leaders and the spiritual knowledge provided by them. These Acharya and Shankaracharya and our religious gurus do not know ABC of what our scriptures tell and what folklore do they used to tell. What do they say? That creature is God. Aham Atma Brahma, soul is God. And on the other hand, they say that worship Shri Krishna, Shri Vishnu Ji and Shri Shankar gods. On the other side, they worship goddess and they call them God. Regarding them, it is written that they are not God whom they claim to be God and told us to worship them. Pious souls, this is your fortune that God made you literate. God made this slave perfect in the spiritual knowledge. Now see, this knowledge will reach the whole world and all humans will have welfare. Hail Satguru!
निरंजन धन तेरा बार निरंजन धन तेरा दरबार जहाँ पर तनिक ना न्याय विचार कह कबीर सुनो भाई साधो या सब उल्टा व्यवहार कह कबीर सुनो भाई साधो या सब उल्टा व्यवहार सच्चों को तो ये झूठा बतावे इन झूठों का एतबार निरंजन धन तेरा दरबार निरंजन धन तेरा दरबार जहाँ पर तनिक न न्याय विचार.
God used to say, look, everyone has believed these liars and they tell me, a liar who is true, in झूठों का एतबार निरंजन धन तेरा दरबार.
Hello, I'm Neha Sharma and you're watching our special program Spiritual Discussion. Let us begin the program and know the thoughts of Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj from Satlok Ashram Barwala, District Hisar, Haryana versus the thoughts of the Chief of Hansa Desh Panth, Sant Shri Satpal Ji Maharaj from Punjabi Bagh, Delhi.
The knowledge giver of Gita in chapter 4 verse 34 is telling you to go to the enlightened saint to understand true spiritual knowledge. What is the identity of that enlightened saint? The identity of enlightened great man who is Shrotiya Brahmist, their identity is like you have the sun and you ask what is the identity of the sun. When the sun will shine, the whole world will see. Those who discuss spirituality, that great enlightened man who knows the core truth, will talk about the truth only. He will not talk about right and left. He will talk about the essence and will explain the reality to you. So Shrotiya Brahmanist, great man, based on the scriptures, will show you the truth as certified in the scriptures so that you can experience it. Like I keep telling you about sugar and stuff like that, but you will not feel the sweetness until, but when sugar is placed on your tongue, then you will feel the sweetness of it. I don't have to explain this to you. Similarly, an enlightened great man, when provide the knowledge of that truth, shows that essence, then there is no need to say it. Therefore, it has been said,
कहा सुनी की है नहीं, देखा देखी बात, दुल्हा दुल्हन मिल पड़े फीकी पड़ी बरात.
So the world fades and the connection of the soul with the God is established.
The initiation you gave, did you receive it from your guru or do you initiate your devotees yourself?
No, it is received from our Sadguru. In our Guru tradition, it is received from our Guru only.
Maharaj ji, the method of worship which you tell, is it mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita?
Therefore, I told you Shrotiya Brahmishta, that is based on the scriptures, that is written in scriptures. Sadguru gives knowledge based on that. It is totally based on scriptures only. Hence, it is called Shrotiya Brahmishta.
You just heard the views of the head of Hansadesh Panth, Sant Shri Satpal Ji Maharaj from Punjabi Bagh, Delhi. Let us know the views of Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj from Satlok Ashram Barwala, District Hisar, Haryana.
The question was asked from Shri Satpal Ji Maharaj Ji that what is the identity of an enlightened saint? They accept that an enlightened saint will be one who will give knowledge and tell devotional practices according to holy scriptures. Now, what is the method and knowledge in the scriptures with which Shri Satpal Ji and Shri Hans Ji Maharaj, who was their revered Gurudev Ji, and Shri Prem Rawat Ji, who resides mostly in America, who is his younger brother, are doing arbitrary worship by abandoning the scriptures and are providing knowledge against scriptures. What mantra do they give? They give Hans mantra. Hans mantra is nowhere mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. It is nowhere mentioned in the Vedas that a creature can attain salvation with this mantra. Look what mantra do Srimad Bhagavad Gita tell us to recite, and what did their revered Gurudev Ji kept them chanting. Look from their book itself. It is true that an enlightened saint will tell spiritual practice according to the scriptures, because our holy scriptures are the syllabus of devotional path and is the course. And who are the gurus? They are the teachers, spiritual guru, spiritual teachers. And it is the responsibility of the teacher to teach his students according to the syllabus that is correct. The servant has thoroughly researched all these cults, explored their devotion and knowledge. To date, whatever history this servant has read their experiences, none of their knowledge and worship is according to the scriptures. This proves that they are not teachers. Their path, their cult is not correct. Taking scriptures as the base, they have told knowledge opposite to the scriptures. Pious souls, this is the request of this servant, that all of you are going the wrong way and you should reconsider the words of this servant. Do not consider the attempt of this servant as criticism. This is an act of kindness. Rarely a saint comes in an era and tells the truth. God himself came 600 years ago, Kabir Ji, in Kashi, Varanasi. He told this true knowledge in our interest. But these fake gurus, saints, acharyas and shankracharyas did not allow that real knowledge to come to us and opposed God Kabir Ji a lot. They tortured him a lot, but he was God. He was not killed by any of their efforts. They did a lot of torture. God Kabir used to say that all these saints and acharya and shankracharyas have misguided you. They do not know the scriptures. But we did not accept it at that time, because our religious leaders used to say that Kabir Ji is not educated. He is from the Dhanak weaver caste, in the Julaha caste, and at that time only Brahmin class had the right to read the scriptures. All The scriptures were written in the Sanskrit language. At that time, these acharyas and Shankaracharyas and Mandaleshwars succeeded on this point that Kabir ji is illiterate. He does not know the scriptures. He is not even educated. So we assumed that the knowledge in the scriptures is true, and Kabir ji cannot read the scriptures. Therefore, his knowledge cannot be according to the scriptures. This was our biggest mistake. Knowledge is not dependent on language. Literal knowledge is of a particular language, and the function of language is to convey our thoughts to another, be it in any language, but it should be correct. Whether it is in Sanskrit language, whether it is in English language, whether it is in Punjabi or in mother tongue or local regional language, knowledge should be correct. So God Kabir ji had spoken the correct knowledge of the scriptures in a simple language, in simple words which can be easily understood by common people. That knowledge was written by the respected Dharamdas Sahib ji, that was spoken by the God Kabir ji, which today is available with us in many scriptures by the name of Kabir Sagar, Kabir Sakhi, Kabir Bijak, Kabir Dohavali, Kabir Shabdavali, etc. God has described within them the same knowledge that exists in our holy Vedas, in holy Puranas, in holy Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Bible and Quran. Pious souls, with this it is proved to us that Kabir ji, while being uneducated, knew all the scriptures and the knowledge that is not even in the scriptures, Vedas and Gita, he knew even beyond that. He is God. For example, it has been said in Gita chapter number 4, verse number 34 that you understand true spiritual knowledge by going to enlightened saints, by prostrating to them and leaving hypocrisy, and by asking questions. Those enlightened saints will teach you true spiritual knowledge. What is that spiritual knowledge? It has been clarified in Gita chapter 4, verse number 32. It is the speech of Satchidanand Ghan Brahm. Here they have done the wrong translation. They have done the meaning of the word Brahmane as Veda. Translators have misinterpreted the meaning of Brahmane Mukhe. They have written the speech of Vedas. The knowledge giver of the Vedas is already speaking the knowledge of Gita. He said that knowledge is different from these Vedas and from the knowledge I am giving in the Gita, that is true spiritual knowledge. So here they have done the meaning of Brahmane Mukhe as speech of Vedas. Here they should have translated as speech of Satchidanand Ghan Brahm, means in speech of Paramakshar Brahm that he has spoken with his mouth. Brahmane Mukhe. That means in the speech uttered from the mouth of Satchidanand Ghan Brahm. Detailed information about the knowledge of religious practices has been given. After knowing that, then the creature gets rid of all the deeds. So that true spiritual knowledge, the knowledge giver of Gita has said, is some other knowledge. Even the knowledge giver of Gita is also not familiar with that. Similarly, in verses 10 to 13 of Yajurved chapter number 40, it is made clear that some call God to be Sambhavat. Sambhavat means one who is born, such as in the form of Sri Ram and Sri Krishna. And some call Asambhavat means he is not born, he is formless. So it is written in that whether he takes birth or not, whether he is real or formless, the enlightened saint will provide that information. Listen from him. With this it is proved that knowledge giver of Vedas is also unfamiliar with that true spiritual knowledge. Then, explaining the definition of a scholar and non-knowledgeable, it has been made clear in Yajurveda chapter 40 verses 11 to 13 that someone who has gained knowledge of letters is called a scholar, and the one who does not have alphabetic knowledge is called the ignorant. That enlightened saint will only tell the information about wise and ignorant. Listen from him. By souls, this servant is that enlightened saint who gives knowledge according to all the scriptures and tells the method of worship according to all the scriptures. Now you are educated, scriptures are available with us, and God has done such mercy on you that you can read these scriptures sitting at your home. Here we also show in Satsang through projector and through television, through CDs, in books. We are sending you all the references through photocopies. So you do not even need to buy those scriptures. And still, if you do not trust, then you must see them and compare and then match it with the scriptures, then adjust the direction of your spiritual path accordingly. That is intelligence. Like some person is traveling and he is saying that I am going to Delhi. I have started from Hisar. Someone is going to Delhi from Hisar, from Haryana, and he reaches Sirsa. He is going beyond Sirsa and someone is asking him, where are you going? He says, I am going to Delhi. The second one is going towards Jodhpur. He is also saying that I am going to Delhi. Someone is going to Ludhiana from Hisar and someone asks him, where are you going? I am going to Delhi. By souls, if someone tells those travelers that your path is not right, your direction is not right, you are going wrong. So what should they do? They should stop immediately at the same place and observe it thoroughly. Should ask 1, 4, 10 and then travel further. There is some other problem that we are stuck with. Such guides, all of them are telling the same wrong direction. They are telling the wrong direction to be the right one. For that, like a person is saying that path is not right and 10 are saying that no, he is going right. That passenger will have faith in the lies of those 10 because their number is more. And the other one is saying that no, you are going wrong. So at least ask him, why are you saying it is wrong? All these are saying that I am on right path. Ask them the proof. If he is your well-wisher, then he will give you a proof. Now there is a map or chart. If that person proves to you from the map that you are standing here, and here is Delhi, and you have started from Hisar, here is Hisar, and you are going here to Ludhiana. Look, ahead is Ludhiana, it is written Ludhiana on your road, and you are standing here. You have come from Hisar, Delhi is here. Then those 10 would be proved false. They should be discarded that they are lying. And then you should correct your direction. Then the second problem comes in front of the devotees is that We have taken initiation for 10 years from someone. We have been for 20 years. How do we come back here? How do we take initiation from you who tells true spiritual practice? What will happen to that time of ours that is waste? Like a passenger started from Hisar in his car and reached Sirsa. He had to go to Delhi. So he went wrong 90 kilometers. And there if someone tells him that you have come wrong, now there would be no such fool who would say that what will happen to those 90 kilometers that I have travelled? How should I go back now? No intelligent person can say this. A child can do that who does not have the knowledge of that path. So he will automatically understand that he has come wrong and will turn immediately. He will have to come back. Only then can he reach the destination. If he will keep looking at that 90 kilometers and did not come back, then he would remain sitting there. He cannot reach the destination. Today, this servant is observing is the situation of those devotees who are trapped in these fake cults. They are trapped with these fake saints. 2 to 3 generations have been spoiled. Now they are told the right direction and maps are shown. Our scriptures are our map. In these, the evidence is shown that you are going in the wrong direction. They are not believing it. They have completely believed in their lies on baseless things. They are dedicated. Because whatever groups have been formed over there, the names that this servant has taken of these panth like Radha Swami Panth, Jai Gurudev Panth, Nirankari Panth, the cult of Hansa Desh ones, this Bal Yogeshwar ji he calls Bal Bhagwan, Sri Satpal ji, Hans Raji was his father, their Panth, and Nirankari Panth, Brahma Kumari Panth. There are millions of followers of these saints in crores, and they discuss among themselves and ask their guru. They are already confused, and all your groups are confused. How can you find the right direction by asking them? This servant is telling everyone that your direction is wrong. Your way of worship, the path of worship is wrong. And is showing that the proof is here. See, the map is telling this. At least by looking at these evidence, you should change your direction and accept the true worship path and correct spiritual practice that is available with this servant as evidenced in our scriptures. Do not consider this decisive effort of this servant, the supreme effort, as criticism. This will be your biggest mistake. Like fake notes are printed by some useless type of people to cheat the world. They print fake notes. They print them of 1,000, 500, 100, whatever. And the government catches them, and how do they tell the difference, both real and fake, original and duplicate? Through newspapers, through television, that is electronic media, they explain that in duplicate this is the defect, this is an error, and the original is like this. The government was not criticizing. They did a great job. Otherwise, millions of people would have been cheated. Poor people would have suffered. This servant is doing the same. I show the scriptures that this is original and this is the experience of these saints. If knowledge does not match, this is duplicate. And these saints are also duplicate. Leave them. Accept the original note. Who would be such a fool? After seeing, they should immediately get alert. Even then, if there is no effect on them, Then they have drunk cannabis of ignorance. They are so much under the effect of ignorance that they do not understand what I am saying. What is the servant saying? Yet they are still clinging to them. They are setting the wrong note holding to their chest. Throw it immediately and get the original correct one. Whatever happened earlier happened, you will be saved further. Now the ongoing context was about a cult named Hansadesh, whose promoter is Shri Hans Ji Maharaj. And he has two sons. He left his body in 1966. He has two sons, Shri Satpal Ji Maharaj, whom their followers call Bal Bhagwan, and the younger one is called Shri Prem Rawat, also known as Bal Yogeshwar, who lives in America. He married there. He does not come here. Rarely he comes. He had started from here only. Then differences happened between the two brothers. He does not come here. Occasionally he comes. So the point is that they have trapped crores of people behind them, and they do not know ABC of the path of spirituality. Neither do they know who is God. He is the worshipper of Sri Vishnu Ji, Sri Krishna Ji, and considers Gita Ji to be true. They give Hans name, Ha, outside, and Sa inside, Hum outside and Sa inside, and say reverse of it becomes Soham. Then they also give Soham mantra for chanting, So outside, Hum inside. Is this Hans name and Soham mantra anywhere in Gita Ji? In verse number 13 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 8, the knowledge giver of Gita says that of me Brahma, there is only one mantra, Om, of me, nothing else. And by chanting this Om mantra, whoever leaves the body, who chants this till the last breath, attains the supreme state achieved. From Om, and they give Hans name. Do they have any base? Is their knowledge as per scriptures? I will show you. This is a book called Hans Yog Prakash. This is Hans Ji Maharaj. Yogi Raj Param Sant Sadguru Dev Shri Hans Ji Maharaj. The publisher is Shri Premnagar Ashram, registered from Haridwar. From where is this printed? The publisher is Shri Premnagar Ashram, Jwalapur Road from Haridwar. Who has printed this? The printer is Rajeshwari Photosetters Private Limited, 2x5 Punjabi Bagh, New Delhi. See this? 2 words. This book has been written by Shri Shri 108 Shri Sadguru Dev Supreme Sant Yogi Raj Shri Hans Ji Maharaj Anand Kand Sachidanand God. This book has been written in Vikram Samvat. This is 1988, 1989, that is in 1931-1932. And this print was ready in Samvat 1991, that is in 1934. Now see, from 1934 till today, 2012, it has been 66 years. And these 12, it has been 78 years this knowledge continues and is being read. What devotion do they tell? Look, let us take you to page 212 of this book. See on page 212. This is Hans Yog Prakash on page 212. There is Hans named life, When the breath goes in, the sa sound is automatically produced with the breath, and when the breath comes out, the sound of hum is produced. The word Hans is formed by joining hum and se. By reversing the same word Hans, it becomes Soham. Does it make sense? They say, reverse Hans, it becomes Soham.
What is the need to reverse when the mantra is directly told in Gita?
Om is the mantra, nothing else. They have done nuisance. They have drowned the world. Look, we are reading on the same page 212. The sound of the word Soham keeps happening in the breath of all beings. This is called Ajapa Jap. By mentally reciting this, the mind soon becomes calm and concentrated, and there is effortless meditation. This is called Pranav Yoga or Omkar Mantra, senseless. How can this be Omkar Mantra? Omkar Mantra is Om. See, in any scripture, this Hans is not called Omkar. They are lying. Omkar means omnipresent, omniscient, overall controller and overall nurturer. Hans' name is present in all. With this, all the living beings get a life. Therefore, this is the basis of all. Since this is inside us all, we all sit together. This is the one that controls everyone by worshipping Se, Kar and Hamkar with breaths. The life prayer starts. And this is called self-thinking. Hans is the root cause of everything. Even when the creature dies, it is said that the Hans flew away. Pious souls, look at their wisdom. They say that when the creature dies, when the body is left, then it is said that the Hans flew away. Hans is the creature, then the creature flew, and the creature chants creature. Damn to your knowledge. What are they telling? They say that the Hans flew away. Hans means the creature is gone, and they chant the creature, that is Hans, Hans, Jeev, Jeev, Jeev. Is this a mantra? Whether do it with the breath, whether do its two parts. When there is no evidence in the holy books, scriptures, the scriptures of the path of devotion are the Vedas and the Gita and the Sachidanand Ghan Brahm speech, Kabir speech spoken from the lotus mouth by the Supreme Father, Supreme God. These are the certified scriptures like Puranas. These Puranas are not God-given. The Vedas and Gita are God-given knowledge. What are the Puranas? Shri Brahmaji read the Vedas as his mind worked. He told his experience and also the creation, etc. that is after his life. He narrated the incidents that took place. Other sages heard from him, others heard from them, others listened from them, and at the last who spoke that overheard knowledge, with his name the Puran was prepared. Someone who was a worshipper of Vishnu made Vishnu Puran. Someone who was a worshipper of Shiv made Shiv Puran. The one who was a worshipper of the goddess made Devi Puran. The speakers are separate and the knowledge was given by Brahmaji. So the knowledge received from Brahmaji, as was his experience, and the knowledge of the author himself, of the spokesperson, combining all that, 18 Purans were created. If the knowledge of these Puranas does not match with the Vedas and Gita, then it is useless. That is the knowledge of a particular person, particular sage in his own experience, and that experience is useless if it does not match with the Veda and Gita and speech of Supreme God, Sachidanand Ghan Brahm. It is meaningless. So this is their meaningless knowledge. Now see, they themselves say this is Hans Yog Prakash. We are reading on page 212. When the creature dies, it is said that the Hans flew away. Is it something? Hans means the creature flew, the creature has gone, and they are telling the worship of the creature. Hans' name is of the creature. They are telling the worship of this Hans. The Hans resides in our human heart. That creature resides in our hearts. Our Ramayana is the story of Hans. That is the story of Sri Ramchandra. Look here again on page 220. This is the experience of this Hans Yog Prakash. That is Shri Hans Ji on page 220. We come here. The yogi should chant the Hans mantra at all times during yoga practice, while walking, sleeping, being awake. Chant the creature Jeev, 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 Jeev. Hans, 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 Hans. Is this something? They have made this children's toy. With that, life goes on. As hum, it comes out and enters inside like say. Look at this. In this way, by repeatedly reciting Hanso Hanso, by reversing it, turns into Soham Soham. They have talked nonsense. Does it make sense? When it is a Hans chant, whatever Hanso Hanso, it becomes
Soham of Hans Hans.
You consider Gita to be true. Gita has the Om mantra. Where did you get this from? Hans and Soham. Kabir Sahib says, Soham Shabad hum jag mein laye. और सार नाम सार शब्द हमने गुप्त छुपाए. In Kalyug era, before God Kabir came on this earth, this Soham mantra was nowhere in any scripture in Vedas and Gita. They have done mischief by trying to connect their ignorant mantra, meaningless mantra, with Soham, and have also divided Soham into two parts. This is waste. Break the motorcycle from middle and say, take one wheel like this, take this here. You have ruined the purpose. Did you do any good? The original was fine. It should have been same, then only it would have worked. These ignorant who lack true spiritual knowledge have ruined the path and are called Yogeshwar, have attained the post of Maharishi, Mandaleshwar, Acharya and Shankaracharya. They do not know ABC of their scriptures and the path of spirituality and devotion path. They have taken the speech of God Kabir to prove their ignorance as evidence on page 227 of the same Hans Yog Prakash book, and is saying that the reverse of Hans becomes Soham and chant Soham. And what is Kabir Sahib saying? Life will be wasted by chanting Soham alone. Soham should not be chanted alone. Soham Soham jap mare vyarth janam gavaya. The Soham combined with another mantra becomes a two-word mantra, and that is Satnam. That is a two-word mantra. By adding Soham to it, that works perfectly fine. It is told by God, and they are taking the speech of Kabir Sahib in their support. They make efforts to prove Hans to be Omkar, Om, and Kabir Sahib says, Omkar Nishchay Bhaya. This Om mantra is of Brahm. It is said that Brahm is also power, but he is not the Almighty. He is not the complete God. Look, this is Hans Yog Prakash. Naam Mahima on page 227. It is written here, Adi Naam Paras hai, Man hai Mela Loh. This is the speech of Kabir Sahib. Parsat hi Kanchan Bhaya. Or Chota Bandhan Moh, Adi Naam. This is the Sar Shabad. This is Sar Naam, Adi Naam. Adi Naam Nijmool hai. Or Mantra Sabdar. Kahe Kabir Nij Naam bin. Bood Mua Sansar. What is Adi Naam? Like Sanatan, etc. means Sanatan Mantra. Sar Naam, Sar Shabad. In verse number 23 of Gita Ji, chapter number 17, there is an indication of that Adi Naam. Om Tat Sat iti nirdeshah brahmanah trividha smritah.
Come, let us know the experiences of those devotees who have received initiation from Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji and are following the devotional path told by him.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello,
What's your name?
my name is Meena Solanki.
Minaji, where are you from?
I am from Palam in Delhi.
Minaji, when did you take initiation from Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj?
I took initiation in 2006.
What devotional practices did you used to do before taking initiation from Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj?
Before that, we used to worship deities, used to go to temples and used to do all these kinds of worship.
Then how did you come under the shelter of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj?
In the shelter of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, I had gone to my maternal uncle's place when my aunt was ill during the holidays. And one day, my maternal uncle met one of the disciples of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, and he told my uncle that you should take her to the ashram. When my maternal uncle had taken all of us children and my aunt Ji to the ashram and got us initiation from Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj. After that, my aunt's health was completely fine. She used to stay in bed all the time. She had a fever and she was not getting relief. She had got checked up at many places, but she was not getting rest. When my uncle was informed that, brother, you take her to the shelter of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, she will definitely get rest. Then my maternal uncle took my aunt to the shelter of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, and as soon as she took blessing by taking the initiation by Guruji Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, she got rest. Mausi Ji's health got better when we saw that we also took initiation from Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj in Karontha ashram.
Meena ji, after taking initiation from Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, did you get any benefits?
Yes, we got a lot of benefits. The obstacles of ghost that my mother had earlier got cured. She was once treated by many exorcists. But the hindrance of ghost and spirits were not getting cured. When she took the initiation from Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji, then her problem of hindrance of ghost were cured. Then after that, I also had a headache problem. Whenever I used to comb, blood came out of my head and there was a lot of pain in my head. And because of the pain, I could not sleep throughout the night. It hurt a lot. I used to cry, but still nothing was happening. My mother took me to the hospital. There was a hospital nearby, and when the doctor checked me up there, they said, take her to a big hospital. She will not be able to get treated here. Then we went to Safdarganj. There I got my checkup done. After the checkup, when doctor said that, brother, she has a brain tumor and she will have an immediate operation. Her condition has become so bad that she needs immediate operation. Then we went to Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj's ashram and made a prayer that, God, I have been told brain tumor and I have surgery on Sunday. Please have mercy on us. Then God, Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, that son, just keep doing devotion. You will be fine. Then we said, okay. Then we went to the hospital on Sunday. When we went there, we were sitting outside. When my number came, the doctor said that you are absolutely fine and said that you need to get test done again. They said, we will test you again. You will have a little problem. When I got tested again, then my brain tumor was absolutely fine and I did not have any problem. Then he said, brother, how can it be this possible? You have given the dates of operation. How can it be cured? Then we said, brother, it is the grace of our God, due to which my brain tumor was completely cured by the grace of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj. This is the scar of brain tumor which is completely cured by the grace of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj. The second benefit is that when I was in 10th class, I had to give 2 subjects paper in the board's exam, which result was about to come. So I was very upset. So my mother said that you go and pay the fees and prepare for your exam. Then I thought, mother is correct. I went to school. I went there and said to my madam that I want to pay my exam fees and asked my ma'am to take out my mark sheet. I have to pay exam fees. I have to give exam. Ma'am said, you are passed. I said that no ma'am. Look, I have got this paper from Cyber Cafe. Then she said, no, your mark sheet is here and you are absolutely passed, and rather your percentage are very good and you are passed. Then it was also the grace of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj that I passed by his grace.
After taking initiation from Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, you got lot of benefits. So the viewers who are watching you today, if they are also suffering from some disease, then how can they connect with Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj?
To connect with Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, one can watch Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj Satsang on different TV channels, which has a yellow stripe running under it, on which you will get contact number. And from contacting on the numbers, one can get initiation from Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj.
Thank you.
Sat Sahib.
You were listening to the auspicious discourses of Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj. For more details, visit our website www.jagatgururampalji.org. With the blessings of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, there are more than 500 Nam Diksha centers all over the world, where free online initiation is being given. To know about your nearest Nam Diksha center, please contact